I'm saying street niggas, we ain't really comfortable with all of that thing. So what you trying to say?
Do what you do, baby.
Yeah, I want congrats. I seen to come up through the mud. You feel me?
Real.
Yeah. I'm saying, like I said, I used to be so I'm one of the ones. When that nigga said he had a phone, his whole joke, and I'm looking at the screen like preach. Cause I was on the phone with him, you feel me? So you know what I'm saying?
It's Pete Another General. Who knows the podcast? You keep your body clean, huh? Yeah. What's down? You can hear me, huh?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. This is your second time on here, you heard me. So we gonna do a little quick rundown and then we gonna get right into it. You heard me? You ready?
Okay.
All right, what's your name?
My name is Lashada Smothers.
Where you from?
New Orleans, Louisiana.
All right, what exactly is it that you do?
I'm a professional tax preparer.
All right. So, promote yourself, you know what I'm saying? Tell them, you know, how to get in touch with you, what to do, if they won't get at you and all that stuff.
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Phoenix Tax Services, LLC. Phone number 586-241-9293. Website, PhoenixTaxServicesOnline.com.
That's it?
Yes.
All right. So look, all right.
Address, Address
Yeah.
908 Delaware Avenue, Macomb, Mississippi 39648. We also do virtual, email, mobile filing.
All right. What's the biggest misconception that people have about filing their own taxes and coming into a business like yours?
Well, when you file your own taxes on free sites, they don't allow you to claim all of your credit. Not only that, a lot of the questions they ask can be really tricky. As far as they may ask a question in one section and then come back and ask it again, and then you answer it right in one section but answer it wrong in the other section because the way they have the words twisted up and you don't understand, then that can be a problem. And opposed to paying for a tax professional where we are supposed to know all of the laws, the credits, you know, how to get you everything that you deserve.
Right. So is it a certain like a certain type of lingo or language that you gotta know in order to fill out the form, right?
No, but it's big words. You know, not everyday words. So you may not know what it means. I'm not saying anyone is illiterate, but you know, if it's the words you've never seen before, you've never used in your vocabulary, then it can be confusing.
Well. All right. So in your opinion, you know, we speak in general on the To Know the podcast, you heard me? What's some tips on how people could spend their tax return in a good way?
My best advice is invest in yourself. Investing in yourself.
All right.
You can never lose really if you bet on yourself.
All right. In your opinion, you heard me. Give us like 3 of the best. All right, you said so. So give us 2 more of the best investments that a person could make.
Your business, your kids, and your future.
All right. And all right, it's a well-known fact, right? That we tend to misspend the tax money, you heard me? So what should be the first thing in your opinion that somebody do with that tax money that they get back? In your opinion?
Because it's a lump sum, I would still say invest. Whatever that hobby is that you do on the side, whatever hustle you have, just invest in it. See where it can go.
So why you think people get that big lump sum? Well, it may be big to some people, small to some people, but it's big to me. You heard me? Why you think that a lot of people get that big lump sum, say in March, and it be gone by like April? Just your opinion. You heard me?
Because we're spending more than we're saving. Because we want to keep up with the images. So we really just
All
blow
right.
money
I
as a
got 10
whole.
things for you, right? And you're gonna tell me, is it a good investment or a bad investment?
Okay.
All right. A big screen TV.
It can be a good investment.
How could it be a good investment?
If you're putting it in your business, your office, you're using it business wise, it can be a tax write off.
Okay. Okay. A used car.
I wouldn't consider that an investment.
Would you consider that?
As I wouldn't say it depends. Because some used cars you can have them for years and they don't need as much. Hold on 1 second.
All right.
I'm sorry, y'all.
It's all good. You heard me?
It's
You remember?
Saturday night. I'm out. I'm sorry.
You remember where we was at?
A car. It depends on, like I was saying, if you have to invest in that car, keep fixing things on that car, that's not an investment. That's a bad investment. But if you get a used car, and that car is not giving you any trouble, it can be, but you have to think about it. Cars lose depreciation. Cars lose value the minute you drive them off of a lot.
Opening up a savings account.
Investment. Because you always want to you always want to save more than you spend.
All right. Take a trip to Dubai.
It depends what you're going to Dubai for.
Because you got that tax money, you heard, man. You're trying to do something big, so you're going to do something big.
It can be an investment if you have a business.
And how so?
Because you can use the trip as a business write-off. So it depends on what you're going to Dubai for.
Bro. Okay. Investing in stock.
I don't really know too much about the stock market. I know a little, and from what I know is it just depends on the company's worth at that moment.
Like,
because it could go up or down. You could gain it all one day and lose it all the next day.
200 pounds of crawfish.
In the city, that's an investment.
How is that investment, you hear me?
Because with 200 pounds of crawfish, you can flip that.
Niggas ain't trying to flip no crawfish. Let's keep it on.
But
you hear me? Niggas ain't trying to flip no crawfish.
I'm sorry. I have so many interruptions.
It's all good. It's all good. It's popping, huh?
Oh, man. Okay, so like I said, 200 pounds of crawfish can be an investment.
How could be an investment?
Because you can sell crawfish plates.
You think niggas trying to sell crawfish plates for real with 200 pounds of crawfish, or you think they going to the DJ at a barbecue or something with them 200 pounds?
It really just depends what you're trying to do. If you're a hustler, you have a hustler's mentality when it comes to anything. Anything.
I feel that. All right.
Now you have some people that'll take it and just, hey, I'm about to feed the whole hood. But then you have some that's like, let me just go ahead and try to set up some stuff because maybe one day I could set up a whole crawfish stand. Let me see if I can flip these 200-pound into 600-pound crawfish.
That's real. That's real. Most people don't think like that. You hear me? All right. Investing in a business.
Investing in a business, I would say that's one of the biggest investments you can make.
Why is
And
that?
here's why. Because when you invest in a business,
Mm-hmm.
well, I'm going to say this. Think about it. Most people that work, you work 9 to 5, 9 to 12, whenever they tell you to come into work. You're helping a company make so much money that they're willing to pay you $10 an hour for your service. Yeah, it's a for sure paycheck, but it's to leave you stuck in situations.
They hitting her up like, whoa, you hear me?
Right. It's to leave you stuck in a situation because some people get comfortable with their job
Mm-hmm.
because they feel like right now is not the right time for me to open my business or for me to get out on my own. But truth be told, it's never a right time.
Mm.
It's never a right time. You just have to have that faith, stay prayed up, and believe. If you don't believe in yourself, who else gonna believe in you? So take that first step. Whether you start with one person or 10 people, just know that every day you get up and try to perfect your craft and invest in yourself and push yourself is another day closer to the dream.
For real, for real. All right, so give them some important tax filling out, filling out the tax form tips.
For clients to do it for themselves or when looking for a tax.
But for she coming back, y'all. You heard me? She had to deal with the woo, you heard me? But I hope y'all having a very tunula evening. You heard me? I know I am. You feel me? Oh, I remember what I wanted to talk about earlier too. That nigga Gunna. Oh man, home and down, bad, dog. You know, it looked like she had I'm saying, like, she had got into something right quick, you heard me? But at the same time, boy, if she don't come back up on here, boy, I got something to say about that dude, though. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I hope everybody having a very tunula evening. You feel me? It is a Saturday night. You understand, man? You know, she came in to give us some some knowledge and shit on how to spend that tax money. You heard me? That tax return dollar, cause y'all be going broke quick. I'm talking about quick. You heard me? And I just wanted to get somebody in here to give us a little currency knowledge or whatever, you heard me? Cause she do the tax returns. Phoenix, you heard me? As you may have heard us say, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to bring her in and give us a little advice on how we could better spend that tax money, cause y'all know tax season right around the corner. You know when it start getting cold, you heard me? It's just what it is. There's like a holiday season right after the holiday season, you heard me? I know a lot of people need that money, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people be in a rush to get that money, to spend that money. You heard? There she go. I got to get up. You straight?
We having all type of technical difficulties.
It's all
My
good.
phone died. I had to switch to another phone.
You remember where we was
Man.
at?
Yes,
All right.
I was
Um,
asking, were we speaking in reference to them finding a tax preparer or the claim?
you know, um, filing your own taxes. You hear me?
Filing your own taxes, I would recommend that if you're gonna do that, you know exactly what you're doing. It's tedious, and the IRS might not catch up with you this year, next year, whatever. But eventually, they're gonna come. And when they come, they don't just want the money for the credit that's just for the mistake that you made. They want the whole price of the return. So if their
Mm,
return is worth $20,000, they want the full $20,000, even if they didn't give you $20,000. So it's real tedious. If you have no knowledge of it, I would suggest you try to, reach out to someone who does little classes on it, briefings on how to do it, or
mhm.
find someone that's volunteering with the IRS. The IRS has volunteers that come out and do tax returns for free.
All right, right. All right. So one of the leading misconceptions, you heard me, is the the tax place fault if you get your taxes took. You heard me. Speak up on that right quick.
That is a misconception.
Hmm.
That's a big misconception. And here's why.
Why?
Because 9 times out of 10, when people's tax returns are taken, they know.
You-
They know. I'm just being honest.
Mhm.
They know, and then when you tell them, well, your taxes was taken because um you owe child support. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Once you get to the bottom of it, 9 times out of 10 they know. And the tax preparer, if they're IRS legit, it's no way possible for them to take your tax return without you knowing.
Mm, mm.
So if somebody can run off with your tax return, they're not legit.
Facts. Facts. All right. So what's some of the leading causes that people get their taxes kept from the government?
Um, Audits, because you filed the wrong tax return for so long, it finally come caught up with you. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, another commercial break. You heard me, but y'all already know what it is. The Two Know the podcast. We tore up anyway. You heard me, so you understand me. But yeah, we help. We trying to give some currency tips. You heard me. Like I said, that tax time. You know when it start getting cold. You heard me. That tax time be right around the corner. You feel me? So I brought cousin. You heard me. She like she say Phoenix tax return, you heard me. She do the taxes, you heard me. She do the tax returns. So I thought I'd bring her in here and get some advice, give some tips, you heard me, and maybe help y'all maybe not do it yourself this time, you heard me, and bring it to a professional because and I could say one thing, you heard me. If them people gotta take a class, you heard me, what make you think you could just, you know what I'm saying, boom boom, sit down and yeah, you heard me, like, at least, like she said, take a class, watch a tutorial, do something, you heard, because you losing out. And even if you lose out, you can still get penalized for that. You heard me? Because you doing it wrong. So that's one thing. And like she said, the wording, you know what I'm saying? You might not know what that shit mean. You heard me? I be knowing when the Wi-Fi people come and they go to kicking it about the gigabytes and the megabytes and all that. I don't be knowing what the fuck they be talking about. So, and I don't be ashamed to be like, look, I just pay. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know nothing about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but So that's what it is. It's like a whole different language. You heard me? You got to know what to look for. Like she said, it's not no, it's not hard, but it's not words that we use every day. You understand? That's how they get you, cause you'll fill it out one way over here, and they'll ask the question, but in a different way on another page, and you've been fucked up. You heard me? And like she said, one of the leading ones is the that you get your taxes took is the child support, the audits. You heard me? And y'all know what's y'all know who y'all owe, and y'all know who gonna take y'all shit. So stop blaming the company, cause it's not their fault. You heard me? You know, and she just gonna give us some tips on how to better invest our money. You know, particularly the tax return, cause that's like the biggest lump sum that some of us get. You know what I'm saying? Is to start off the year, and how you start is how you finish. So if you start off broke, you're gonna end up well, you know, most likely. Now you could turn it around, but you know, why blow all the money when you could double, triple, quadruple, and all that? And I ain't talking about no hustling. I'm talking about like she said, investing in yourself, investing in the company, going have on a company with somebody, you know, starting your own shit, opening up a savings, doing something constructive. You heard me? Like she said, flip some crawfish. You heard me? That was real. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. Boy, gunner you down bad, boy, and I'm gonna get to that after we get off of this shit, boy. See, I was supposed to address it in the live, and if y'all watched it, I said that. I said, man, I forgot something. That's what the fuck I forgot. Gunner you down bad, boy, and I'm about to get on that boy straight when I get on this live. You heard me? I'm waiting on to see if my people come. You heard me? She was out, you know. There she go. Gotta get up again. Hold up. Boy, Gunner boy, you down bad, Gunner boy.
If you,
Yeah, all right. Yeah, the whoop. You back on. You heard me?
man, look, I'm dropping them
Gotta go.
gems,
And then
and
as
these
soon as she
phones
hop
will
back on,
not.
she get a call. You good?
I didn't even get a call. The other phone. Soon as I'm ready to drop the gems, the phones keep dying.
All right. You remember where we was, you heard me?
Look, I got so frustrated, I don't even remember.
All right, look, you heard me. Fuck. um, all right. Give us some tips on how we could better spend that tax return money when you get it. No, I'm lying, you heard me? You were telling us you know, how you should come into the business, you feel me? Because you might not know some of the word and whatnot, you heard me?
Right. And I was saying that, the IRS offer volunteers that's in the community. You just have to look them up and find out.
Right.
You're gonna pay somebody to do it or go to one of those people. You know, if you're going to somebody, make sure they have a P10 number. Make sure they are e-file provider. Ask them what type of software they're using. If they can't give you those answers, I wouldn't file. If they telling you to file head of household, I wouldn't file with them.
What's wrong with filing head of household?
Head of household has stipulations. You have to be the maid over a certain amount of money. Not everyone that has their own house and pay bills qualify for head of household. But there's a big misconception when it comes to clients. And they feel that head of household brings them more money. That's not true.
Well, what's the truth? Tell them the truth.
If you have moved within a year, I wouldn't file head of household because you don't know if whoever was staying there before you filed head of household for their house. Somebody's tax return is going to get messed up, going to be red flag because you only got filed head of household for one household,
Mm-hmm.
one person per household.
Mm-hmm.
Just be careful. Make sure they're professional and not a tax preparer.
Now you say red flags. What are some other red flags that'll stop you from getting your tax return when you're supposed to getting it? You heard me?
Um, no receipts. You claiming self-employed. You don't have anything to back that up.
Right, right.
Because when you guys give us information for a tax return, we have to submit those papers, scan those into the IRS. So when we scan it into the IRS sees everything from the file. We're not just asking y'all for this just to have y'all paperwork.
Right. So how important is it for women, particularly black women, to start their own businesses and go out there and venture out like you did and make their own way in this world? And how important is it for other women to support those women?
That's the biggest issue. The biggest issue is in our community, we try to compete. You know, we don't want to see the next female have anything more than we have.
And you know what? Not to cut you off. Every female that I have interviewed for Women's Week, every one of them, they said they speak about the competition between black women.
It's a competition, and I'm gonna say this.
See.
Whenever you get into a business or you're trying to get somewhere in life, the best way to go about it is to surround yourself with those people who want the same goal. Even if they are above you or in the middle, whatever. Because guess what? That person can teach you how not to make the same mistakes that they made. How not to waste the same money they made. And I thank God literally every day that I have the team that I have. We are all female entrepreneurs in the tax business. We share ideas. We have goals as women in the tax business together, and then we have our own separate goals. You see what I'm saying? Nobody is competing. Nobody wants to do more than the other. We all want to see each other win. And I'm so glad I came in with the team that I did. Tax Business in the Box. Ariane, I bring her up in every podcast because that's where I got my start from. And it was genuine. It was genuine. She literally took me under her wing and taught me everything I needed to know about the business.
How important is that? A support that women be a support system for each other, and like I said before, support each other in not only business but in the community. Period. You know what I'm saying? How could y'all like stop the competition, so to speak? You hear me? In your opinion?
First of all, as African American women, we are already a target. We are already looked at like we don't want anything out of life but to just lay around and make babies, shake our ass in music videos, do anything for a couple of dollars. When in actuality, that's far from the truth. Because it is females like myself that actually want to have something in life, who's not looking for a handout. It's a lot of us female bosses that have multiple streams of income, not just taxes, not just hair, and it makes it bad for us. This one go get a car, that one want a car. When I say live within your budget until you can get it, just work to get what you want. Set some goals. Take that time out. And it's important for us to support each other because we already know that all eyes are against us from the door. Think about it. If a bunch of us females get together and put an idea together, they always said two heads are bigger than one. So if you get a group of females and get them together and everybody put their ideas together, it'll be a force. But we don't think like that.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm not a part of that breed. I don't know. I want to see everybody win. I'm happy and clap for everybody.
That's what sound. You heard me. What's the craziest thing you ever heard somebody did with their tax return?
People be trying to carry their dogs.
I'm saying, can't you carry your dog though?
No, they don't have a credit for dogs.
Okay. What's some other myths that people try and come in and do? Well, myths or game that people try and come in and play, you heard me, that you be, you know what I'm saying, on top of?
People try to carry kids twice.
Like they
like the mama come and then the daddy will try to come. People be trying to carry deceased people, which you can. It just it gotta be a husband, wife. You can't carry a cousin that got killed.
What about your mom?
Yes. If your mom passed, yes.
All right.
If you were her sole caregiver, yes, you can.
All right. So what's the main reason that you think people would rather do taxes themselves and not come to a business such as yours?
The fees.
Don't you get what you pay for though, right?
Yes, that's true.
So it's
and we don't charge the fees based off of, it takes us 15-20 minutes to do your tax return. It takes us 15 minutes. It takes us 15, 20, 30 minutes to do your tax return. Yes, that's true. But think about all the hours I done sat in class all year to learn new credits. I'm away from my kids. I have 6 kids. I'm away from my kids for weeks at a time to learn new tax stuff in order to provide my clients with the best experience and to make sure they get every credit they deserve. So you're not paying for my time, you're paying for the experience.
And
because these classes that I go and pay for with the IRS are not cheap.
You heard me? Life ain't cheap, though. You know what I'm saying? Is there like a like follow-up class that you do every year before the tax season start, or you just, you know what I'm saying, brush up on your knowledge that you already have?
I went to the IRS National Conference in July. I'm actually in training now until December 28th. So I'm taking up another class as we speak.
That's what's on.
So not only am I taking up another class, I am training a class.
Yeah, talk your shit. You hear me?
I am training a class.
Yeah, talk that I know when I'm doing shit.
With Superior Wealth Tax Service. She's in NOLA, off a shelf. Y'all look her up.
Shout out to her.
Yes. So we have Zoom meetings every day at 5 for tax training classes, trying to get some people ready to jump off in this world.
So you looking for more people to join the class, or you already got enough students?
I can't. It's too late in the game now.
All right.
It's too late in the game. I already pushed this class back too far.
Right.
This was supposed to be wrapped up in August. Because now it's time for me to. Class really is wrapped up in August. I don't do anything after that because now I'm preparing to get myself ready for my clients.
Right. Right.
So,
Right.
now is marketing time. Now is, getting my
Promotions, all
office
that.
together, folders. Yeah, motion behind the scenes.
When does tax season officially start?
January 2nd, 2023. That's when the banks will start doing loans off of taxes. Now, with some companies that allow you to get the Christmas loans and stuff. But if you get the Christmas loans, you won't be able to get the refund advance.
Okay. Okay.
So you won't be able to get the loan. But starting January 2nd, 2023, if you are a legit tax preparer, it's open to you. The banks start issuing the advances. I do up to 9,500 if you qualify. So you can come in January 2nd, get your taxes done, and possibly leave with your whole tax return.
And tell them where to come one more time. You heard me?
I'm at 908 Delaware Avenue, Macomb, Mississippi, 39648. I also do virtual filing, mobile filing, email filing. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Phoenix Tax Services LLC. My website, PhoenixTaxServicesOnline.com. Phone number 586-241-9293.
So what's the standard time to wait for a tax return? You heard me? A week, 2 weeks, a month?
7 to 21 days.
7 to 21 days. So it's no way that you could rush it or get a, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta wait, right?
No, there's no way to rush it. And once the tax preparer submit your tax return to the IRS, there is no way possible for us to make any changes to it. So if you leave something out, a child or anything, we can't do anything until that tax return is released. And then we can do an amended return. But with amended returns, I charge my fees up front.
You heard me?
So if you come to me with an amended return, I need $200 cash up front. And I don't like amending other people's work.
Okay, because they should have came to you in the first place, right?
Right. And then I don't know what to mix up, the whole up, whatever that was over there, so I don't want to touch it.
Right. All right, tell us what make you the best choice for tax return services. You heard me?
My slogan says it all. Your taxes are our priority.
Man, you gotta come with something. You know what I'm saying? You can't just come with the slogan.
Our taxes are our priority.
Oh, all right.
Are your priority. So when you come in the door, you know one thing. It's all about taxes.
Right. All about getting your money back.
It's all about getting your money back. Because at the end of the day, if you don't get paid, I don't get paid. So I just worked on your tax return for free. Another misconception. If your tax return is taking for anything on your behalf, let's say child support, FEMA, tickets, student loans, you done robbed Uncle Sam in the past,
and they called
and
up
you
with
owe them, and you owe them $12,000, so they take your whole tax return. Your tax preparer are still due those fees. Those fees are still your responsibility.
Right. Because they know what they owe, right? I mean, when it comes
Majority
down
of the time
to it,
they do.
Yeah. You ever had some sad kid? I mean, I know you can't say nothing, but like somebody who really ain't know what was going on and thought they was getting that and they come in there like.
Yeah, and then I just give them the number 1-800-307-3104. The IRS help desk. The Offset help desk. And the reason being is because when you call that number, it'll tell you who you owe, why they took your taxes.
And the IRS don't lie. They like
If
the
you feel
feds.
like you can appeal it. If you feel like it's an error,
They like the feds though. When they come, they come.
they come.
You hear me? All right. Before we get up out of here, leave with your information. You heard me, and some uplifting words to the women, and some advice on how y'all can uplift each other more and get off with the competition and all that stuff.
I want to start with that. We can
I know
start
the
by
phone ain't. Oh, all right.
supporting each other. Support your sister. You might not know. She might be trying to take you with her. But because it's a competition and you don't want to see her make that money, you'll go spend that money with somebody else. The goal with me is to keep all money in the family. Spend that money in the family as many times as possible.
And when you say family,
Even
you mean us, right?
both families, us
Yeah.
and them.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I come to learn in anything you do, strangers will support you quicker than family.
I learned that too.
Family won't start to support you until they see the motion. They see the wave coming. Then they starting to support. And females, we don't even have to spend money with each other to support. You know, sometimes it could be an encouraging word. Because you don't know what people be going through on the inside that they never talk about. So it could be an encouraging word. It could be the share of a post. The mention if you know somebody looking for somebody.
Word of
You
mouth
know,
is the best promotion, right?
right. Especially if you like their service. And then you know a lot of females get up and talk bad about other companies, other female companies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you have a disagreement as women, we should be able to sit down and talk about it.
Or just
And
go
we can
somewhere
agree to
else.
disagree.
Yeah, you ain't gotta try and solve everybody else's opinion just because you had a bad experience. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So it's a lot that can be done with that situation. And you know, just reach out. Times is too short to be unhappy. People leaving left and right.
And they getting younger and younger too.
Man.
Getting younger and younger too. All right, so Phoenix Tax Services, right? One more
Right.
thing, right? One more thing. What you doing with your taxes?
Invested.
That was down. And them 200 pounds of crawfish?
Sell them. after I eat about 40 pounds.
All right, give us some last words before we get up out of here. You hear me?
Everyone, be careful who y'all share y'all information with to do taxes. Ask questions. You have the right to know who you are allowing to deal with your information.
Right.
If you don't believe they're legit, most people that are legit, you can go on the IRS website and find them. When you're filing your tax return, ask questions. Make sure you understand what exactly your tax preparer did.
Mm.
Because I hear, oh, I didn't tell her to put that on there.
Mm.
I didn't know that was on there. Ask questions.
And that's why you don't like dealing with other people's work, huh?
Right. Because If they auditing you from 3 years ago and I just took over doing your taxes, they gonna want my file too. I'm not saying I'm not doing nothing illegal, but I can only uphold my file. I can't uphold the file from 3 years ago.
Facts. So they drawing heat on you on some
Right.
Right.
So all I'm asking is to all my new clients, if you're thinking about filing with Phoenix Tax Service, just bring me your last year's tax return. It'll make out your filing process so much easier.
And lead the women some one more time, some uplifting words for our ladies, you hear me?
We gotta do better.
I said uplifting.
I'm saying we gotta do better.
All right. Well,
we gotta love each other, support each other, be a backbone. Cause like I said before, you never know what somebody is dealing with that they never talk about.
Behind that smile could be a whole drama
Yes.
story. Huh?
And one smile, one encouraging word, one hello, one you gonna make it, one God bless you, one have a beautiful day can change someone's mindset of their life.
A simple share.
A simple share.
And that's Phoenix Tax Services, right?
Phoenix Tax Services.
It's Peter Another General. To know the podcast. Y'all better not blow that tax money this year.
Please don't.
You keep your body clean, huh? Yeah.